Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
He sets to fire deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all the way up just shy of midfield before going out of bounds at the 49.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one. It almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
From just shy of midfield, Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Looking here for Smith downfield. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him. And I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw. When they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations, ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Pickett. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Harris running straight ahead. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Josh Sweat coming in strong and dropping him behind the line of scrimmage. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Back to throw, Pickett. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick-6.
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick-6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Pickett back to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Pickett sets up play action. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he will have a Steelers first down, maybe by about a yard, as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. And going deep downfield for Boykin. And this is caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Miles Boykin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush, talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
And
this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 23. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They run with Sanders off the option. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Tackle made by Montravius Adams.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Now it's 2nd and 9.
Fix the Eagles! Fix the Eagles! 18 rattle!
Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles! Zach Pascal, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Elliott now to add the extra point. Now we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Pickett Here's Johnson with a reception. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Pickens on the slant. And the Steelers are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-six TD. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. So they throw the pick-six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To the air on first down with Pickett. He's got this to Pickens. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
They'll throw again with Pickett. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Hassan Reddick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Hurts. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Throwing is Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Hurts sets up to throw it. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. Touchdown! Dallas Goddard, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Pickett now on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Elliott on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Pickett to throw on first down. And here's Freiermuth again. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. Meanwhile, Pickett's throw complete there to Johnson. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
That's going to be caught. And in for the Steelers' touchdown. George Pickens from 21 yards away. And the Steelers get a late score here, the final minute of the first half. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. He rifles one that's intercepted. The safety. They try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. Taking it right down Broadway. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles.
Well, that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. To throw on 2nd and 10. Pickett. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today. But they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett. And going deep downfield for Boykin.
And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and
as Sanders has it poked free, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And some room to roam now. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. So hold the phone here, Charles. I've kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
To try again after the sack. Hurts. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Harris. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Well, solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Eagles. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Crossing route catch made by Johnson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The Pickett finding Johnson there. First down, Steelers. Off play action, Pickett. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make...
And now here's another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struck, touchdown! Devontae Smith, 46 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Pickett completes this one out wide quickly.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up second and 12.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. They find some open field here. Look at the big man rumble. And he's into the end zone. It's a... now to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From the 6. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one?
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Throwing on second down. Hurts. And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. William Jackson with a pick. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way. Take some time.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. They've done a good job of holding him down in the first half, but he explodes for a big one right there.
Yeah, I've got an image in my head of him being surrounded by a bunch of people, really, with ropes and other things trying to keep him locked in. But eventually they got tired, too. And just as you noted, he broke out.
And it's a guy that usually you can only keep down for so long. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. So a sensational return there on special teams, a foot race that he was not going to lose. Now, meanwhile, while that was going on, we've got an injured player on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 26. First and 10, here's Pickett. And going deep downfield for Boykin. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Hassan Reddick. And the Eagles are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Here's Hurts to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Steelers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Pickett sets up play action. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that when he's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Pickett. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the 1st down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking 1st down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. The 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott good with a PAT, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Eluding the pressure right. And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Pickett. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. CD, this defense, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. This is Smith with the ground. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Eagles look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
To the air on first down with Pickett.
And this is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Pickett back to throw. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line.
Pickett, he's going to throw it again.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Elliott on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Pickett now on first down.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
That one caught out wide by Boykin.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
2nd and 9. Looking to throw, Pickett.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using them.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Boswell good with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last two drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out.
It's caught inside the 25. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Elliott now to have the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Gunnar Olszewski bringing it out. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Pat Freiermuth, the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
That's down the field and caught by Freiermuth. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line. Dialing up another pass here. Pickett. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
19.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved.
Got it. Ready? Panther 11. Panther 11.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And my goodness, another intercept. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Eagles, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in